Anybody excited about Roller Coaster Tycoon World? Because I know I am. Hello everybody, it's Joe from JLB Games coming at you with another cool video, and today we're looking at Roller Coaster Tycoon World. Not another production blog post, but some of the stuff they revealed at Pax Prime. That's right, Pax Prime, that's where they were, and we got some new screenshots and some video footage of the game being played, and I have to say I'm very upset that I couldn't be there to play it myself, as it looked pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's check out some of these screenshots. So the first one up here is a screenshot of kind of a roller coaster and some of the park in the background. There's not much here to see what we haven't seen before, but it's just kind of a cool screenshot of the ride. So let's get on to the next one. Alright, here we got a close-up of the merry-go-round. I have to say the attention to detail is really good, and I'm pretty impressed by it. Look at the peeps in the background. The peeps, the guests, actually look halfway decent. Look at them. I mean, they don't look like the same guests that they presented to us the first time we saw guests in the game, so that's kind of neat. Alright, this is another shot of the merry-go-round, and this is one of the most awesome screenshots, I thought, because I looked in the corner of the panel, and yes, that is a ride operator actually operating the ride. How awesome is that? I've wanted ride operators in the game before, and it looks like we're finally going to have them in this game, and that is confirmed to be you're actually going to have ride operators operating the panels, which is a very good thing. Alright, and then in this last screenshot here, we have kind of a view of the park here with some guests and some roller coasters in the background and some flat rides. It looks really nice, and I'm just really excited for this. I mean, it looks good. It looks great. Look at the grass. I mean, you know, for the type of game it is, it's hard to have amazing graphics. It is. And I think people need to understand that these are probably really top-of-the-line graphics for what it is, because they do look better than Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and that's definitely what we needed to have, as better than Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. So the next thing, I'm going to show off the footage they revealed, some of the gameplay of the ride. So let's get that started. Now, this was posted by Theme Park Review, which is really awesome. And as you can see right at the start, they're just recording on a computer, recording the computer screen, and it's really nice. I mean, it's not nice because you can't really see as well because they're recording the screen with like a phone or something. But as you can see, they're using some physics here, where the trains will fly off if your coaster is just too wild or something, your trains will fall off. I don't know if that would exactly happen in real life, how they would just fly off, because, I mean, the wheels are connected on both sides of the coaster, but I don't know on the tracks, but the interface looks kind of old schoolish, kind of. I mean, it doesn't look as modern as RCT3 did, which I don't have much of a problem with, but yeah, I mean, look at the coaster. Just looks a lot more smooth than Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. It definitely, you can't deny that. The stations are really nice. I just hope you can create your own custom stations. That would be definitely a touch. And as you can see, we get into the gameplay, or the main gameplay here. And as you're watching it, you can kind of see the only issue that you're having here is probably a frames per second issue. And I feel like it got better throughout the video, but that is a little bit of a concern. But of course, this is just a very early access kind of demo. It wasn't like the full game by no means, and there's not that much in the game yet that is going to be added. And also, we don't know how powerful the computer is that they're playing them on. What I saw, it looked like little laptops or something, but this is actually at one of the press conferences or something. I don't even know what it was, but it was like a conference or something that they were demonstrating the game. And so no idea how powerful the computer is that they're using. And you can see kind of the guests on the side, I noticed, are actually glitching out here. in the game that needs to be fixed. They were like walking forward, but they were like going sideways. It was kind of funny, but I'm sure they'll get that fixed up. And the game looks actually pretty good. I like the detail to them, and it looks like a really upgraded version of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which is probably what we wanted. And you got curved paths now, which they're going to get into later in the video, and they're talking right here about just the little details that they're adding in to make it feel a lot more real. Like they have a cable connecting to the ride to the panel or something like that, and it was something like that. But look at the entrances. The entrance is a thing of beauty, though. I like that entrance, and it looks really nice. And you go over here, and there's more flat rides, and it's just really cool. One thing I do think they need to work on is on the exit, have like a gate or something that opens and closes when they enter and exit the ride, because you don't want anyone to just walk in on the perimeter. That's just kind of a realism thing. But then they demonstrate some of the terraforming stuff, and it looks like a thing of beauty. I have to say that. I love the terraforming. It flows really nicely when you're terraforming, and it just looks really good. I like the graphics on it. It looks really, I don't know, I just love the graphics. It looks really nice. It looks like it's it looks like it's better than Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and I like the color of the grass a lot better than RCT3. And then he demonstrates the path works, and I was very curious of how the path was going to work, and I see how it works now. It looks pretty nice. It kind of reminds me of SimCity when you're creating roads or something, you know, and that's how you're creating the curved pathways and stuff. So the only thing I would hope is that you can make those paths a little bit wider, as in you can have wider paths. That's something I would like to see. And it looks like you're limited to some stuff. So, but anyways, nonetheless, it looks great. But I still would like to see be able to create a lot wider pathways, if you know what I mean. And I think that they mentioned that's going to be on there. But as you can see here, you can place the rides in any direction you want. They're really amazing. That just adds so much more realism. You can place them diagonally, you can place them however you want, and that's just an awesome thing that you can do. And it works out really well. You can go to the grid, or you can choose to ignore the grid, and that's just a really cool thing. And it looks like they only have one path texture here, but I'm sure they're gonna it's just for the demo, obviously, and that they're gonna have more in the future. But and it looks like you have a very small park to work with here in the demo as well. So, but I just liked how it looks. It has a great look to it, and I'm so excited that we got to see some actual real gameplay of the game, and it's looking quite nice. I think they came out with most positive reviews about the game. There's just some small things that they said that will probably be added later in the game that's not in the demo, so we're probably going to see it later in the game. So there's not too much worrying that you have to worry about here. So it just looks really good. But anyways, I mean, look at, you can place anything anywhere pretty much, with not too many limits, it seems like. So that's something that's really good. And just look at the frame rate. Actually looked like it got better as they went through the game, or entered the game a little bit later. So I'm not sure what was going on in the beginning. The frames per second kind of looked iffy, and I have to say the shadows are dynamic. The lighting in the game is way better than RCT3. It just looks a lot better. Again, the frames per second is a little bit of a concern, but I don't think it's not that bad. I mean, but of course you got to remember this is an early build of the game, and it's not a final build of the game. So it's just a work in progress. We have to understand that, and it just looks really nice. They're talking about pre-built stuff in it and coaster types right now, so it looks really good, and I just don't know what else to say. It looks great, and I'm just excited when I watch this video, and it just makes me happy because a new Roller Coaster Tycoon is finally coming out, and there's going to be fewer limits you know, there's not going to be as many limits. And the way you can plop down stations is kind of cool, and you can just place them anywhere. You can place it in any angle you want, which is really nice. And again, I would love to see custom stations, like if you could go without a station and just build around it to make it your own, kind of. That would be kind of cool. So if you wanted to theme your stations a little bit better, that would be definitely a cool thing to have. And I'm not sure if you're able to create blank stations. I'm sure you are, but just a little thing. And now we get to see kind of the coaster editor here, where you can literally place the track pieces anywhere, and that's something that's amazing. And it even shows you the height, which is really cool, 29 meters right there. And then you get realistic supports. Oh my gosh! And there's also catwalks, just stuff like that. And you just gotta be excited. And there's a little line under it that kind of shows the physics, if that's a good idea or not. I'm sure you want the green. It's got probably some G-force type things, something that we didn't have in the previous games. And of course, you can do a lot more with this freeform editing tool, and you can edit it. And I hope it's not limited to just like steel coasters. Like if you want to go upside down with a wooden coaster, you can. I just hope there's like not limits to them, and that's kind of the only thing I'm worried about. But I'm sure you're going to be able to do whatever you want, and that's a good thing. So again, there's catwalks, which is something I'm glad they added, because it gives that a little more realistic feeling to it, which adds on to the game and benefits it more, in my opinion. But hopefully you can create lifts a little more efficiently, to where they're not like super steep and just a little more realistic looking. But you can see how many all the barrel rolls he added in there. And of course he just created something really quick, so it's not going to be something that ridiculous. So, and as you can see, there are banks. That's a lot of people were worried about, that there wasn't going to be banks in the tracks, which there definitely is. I mean, it would be a fail if there wasn't banks in the tracks. I mean, this is definitely a good thing, and I liked how they demonstrated it. But of course, they didn't create an amazing coaster. It was just kind of weird, awkward, and they were flying off the tracks. And as you can see, nighttime is in the game. It looks like it got dark, and I was just really excited. And I literally don't know what much more to say. I just get excited watching it. It's like, oh my gosh, look at all this. This is really cool. And it's just like, as you see, the interface is very, very simple, it looks like, and it's not complex. That's kind of what people want. And look at the trees. Those are a thing of beauty as well. They did a really good job at the visuals. I think the visuals look pretty impressive, honestly. And I'm just so excited for the game, and I just can't wait to start playing it. And we thought the game was gonna take a lot longer to come out, but it looks like it might be closer than what we think. It honestly might be pretty soon, in the next month or two, maybe, because they already got this demo, and it would be nice if this demo would come out to the general public. I would love to see that eventually, maybe in the next week or two, maybe at least release this demo to the public, and we can give more opinions on it, and they can build off of that. If we have the game to work with, that would be really nice, and we could give them more feedback, and I think they would appreciate that. So that's pretty much it. I'm sad that I wasn't able to be there, and I'm just happy that I got to see some gameplay anyways and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be looking forward to more Roller Coaster Tycoon World news and stuff. I can't wait for the game. It's going to be amazing, and it looks better than what people were expecting. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and even cooler tomorrow. Goodbye.